What's going on, guys? Alex here. Welcome back to another video, and today we got some really exciting updates because Samsung is rolling out some awesome new camera updates to our Galaxy phones. And we also got a brand new camera assistant update that brings some nice updates to the older models as well. But first, let's talk about what's coming with these camera updates. So you can see it says right here, today Samsung has confirmed that it has released significant camera update to the Galaxy S23, S23 Plus, and S23 Ultra. And it's been released in South Korea. So it's only in South Korea at the time. They're still working out the kinks before it comes here. But you can see that it says this is a 922 megabyte update. That is a huge update. There is a whole lot of stuff in here, and hopefully this update comes to us pretty soon. You should expect it somewhere in April. And down here we can see all of the changes that are coming. So you can see number one, it says an improvement in the gallery app allows you to immediately delete photos that were just captured and are getting processed. So we can actually see this change already implemented because a few days ago we got an update to the camera assistant applications. If you update this and then you go to open it, under capture speed, we have a new section here. Well, the section is the same, but we have some new options here. It used to say prioritize quality and prioritize speed, but now it says faster capture and faster post processing. So to show you how this works, let's say we take a picture and let's just set this to 200 megapixels because that takes a little bit longer to process. When I take this picture and then I open it up in the gallery, you can see that spinning icon there. It takes quite a while for this picture to get processed, and there you go, it just finished. But now if we go back to our camera settings, go to camera assistant, capture speed, and if we select prioritize post processing, and then we go back to take a picture, you're gonna see that the processing of these pictures are much quicker. So we are taking a 200 megapixel photo again. Let's take the picture, and then when we go to our gallery, you can see that it processed much quicker. So essentially you'll be able to edit, delete, or share these pictures a little bit quicker. In theory, that's, I guess, kind of nice, but in practice, I don't really know how useful that's going to be for the everyday person. But if we move on with these updates, you can see number 2 says the autofocus algorithm has been changed so that when you press the shutter button, the camera takes a photo even if the frame is out of focus or not completely set. Now, I think this change is maybe meant to tackle the shutter lag that we experience on our Samsung phones. It is the major concern that's facing this phone right now that a lot of people are complaining about. There's a bit of a delay or a shutter lag when you take a picture, and I think this is meant to alleviate that problem, although I don't know how it's going to work. If it takes a picture before being fully in focus, I don't know how that's going to affect the quality, but I'm sure they know what they're doing, and hopefully this does tackle that issue of shutter lag. Now, moving on to the third change, it says sharpness has improved and the flicker has been reduced while capturing videos using the ultra wide camera in low light situations. Using super steady mode, the camera app also displays a notice that explains that super steady mode needs good lighting for better image quality. Then number 4, it says fixed the bug which sometimes displays a green line on the left side when using the rear facing camera. I've never really experienced that, but looks like we're just getting a few bug changes. Then we have improved video stabilization when the resolution is set to auto HD 60 FPS and auto FPS setting is turned off while using the rear facing camera. Number 6 says improved the banding issues that appear in the sky in mid to low lighting and when using high resolution modes like the 250 megapixel modes. I haven't experienced that issue myself, but over here it says that they've actually improved the sharpness in the 50 and 200 megapixel modes, which is pretty interesting. I don't know what exactly they mean by improved because it already seems pretty sharp, and there's actually an option in your camera assistant to lower the sharpness or to make the softening a little bit stronger. So if you tap onto here, you can see you can set the softening to medium or high because a lot of these pictures are pretty over processed in my opinion. So I am curious what change this will bring. 7, Samsung has also solved the image quality issue when the night mode is turned off and the camera assistant app is set to speed priority. So a welcome change there, I suppose, if you're having issues with that. Number 8, the camera issue where face recognition didn't work after ending a video call using third-party apps has also been solved, so that's great. And number 9, Samsung has also improved the stability of the camera app when the frame has moving subjects. I did notice that sometimes the camera kind of stutters when it's trying to focus, so I think that is what this is going to tackle. So definitely some welcome changes that are coming soon to our Galaxy phones. Now again, this is currently released only in Korea, so we should expect an update sometime next month. But we did recently get an update to the camera camera assistant application. So the latest version, we got 1.1.01.0. So if you're not updated yet, you should probably update, because we did get some changes in here. You can see add prioritize focus over speed. So this is that new feature that's coming out with the camera improvement, where we can prioritize focus over speed. We can't access this yet until those camera changes actually come in the update next month, but you can see that the camera assistant has already been updated to support this. And then the other option here, this is great for people who have older Samsung phones like the S21, S20, Note 20 Fold 4, or the Fold 3. You now have support for auto lens switching. So what that means is, if we go into our camera assistant application, you can see we have an option here that says auto lens switching. It says, let the camera pick the best lens based on the zoom, lighting, and distance to the subject. And to give you a better idea of how that works and why you might want to use this feature, I found an article here that sums it up pretty well. It says, in low light situations, if the phone thinks there isn't enough lighting to offer a good image from the telephoto camera, it switches automatically to the primary camera and crops from it to capture a zoomed in shot. So essentially what this means is, let's say you pull out your camera and you want to take a picture of a subject, but that subject is a little bit far away. So you maybe want to take a 3x photo to zoom in a little bit closer. Well, that's going to use the telephoto camera on your phone, but this camera does not have as good a low light capability as your main camera, because you can see the lens on here is bigger and it can let in more light. So what your phone will do is, instead of using this picture and having your picture turn out grainy because it's low light, it will actually use your main camera but just crop in a little bit. It won't be an optical zoom like you would have with your telephoto camera. It will be a digital zoom instead, but the photo should still turn out better because of the low light capabilities of your main camera, which are better than the telephoto lens. But there you have it, guys. Definitely some exciting changes coming to the Samsung Galaxy cameras. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for future videos to come, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.